for checking out our backpacking trip. I hope you guys enjoy our journey. All right, we are just about ready to get loaded up and get on our trip, and I have my map out, so I'm going to quickly show you our route. We are starting right here at Cades Cove, heading up Anthony Creek to Russell Creek, up onto the Appalachian Trail. We'll stay at Molly's Ridge the first night, and then we'll head back onto the AT and go up to Gregory's Bald and stay at 13, and then head down Wolf Ridge Trail to 20 Mile Loop, and then we'll go up to Long Hungry Ridge to 92. We're going to head back down, catch the AT, bring it back up to Russell Field. We may kick back and stay at Molly's Ridge, and then we're either going to go back Russell Field or continue on the AT to Boat Mountain and then head back down to the car. So that is our trip. Okay, it is official. We have started the hike. We have 1.6 to get to Russell Field. Got a little bit of a late start, but feels good out here. Okay. It's Bree, Sarah, and Ron. Ooh, the sun is shining. So we first came over to the trail over there. We thought that we had to walk across that, and then we discovered this awesome bridge. But look, the sun, I don't know if you can tell or not, is shining. And we are, nah. Had to take off another layer because the weather is beautiful. Walking along some water. We think this used to be an old logging road. It's all gravel. Still making it up to Russell Field Trail. We got about a half a mile to go, I think. The breeze, you can probably hear it. It's really refreshing. So excited to finally get this hike on the books. You know that water's got to be cold. Well, that snow that just melted, they had a huge snowstorm here, either the end of February or beginning of March. All right, we are coming off of Anthony Trail onto Russell Field, and it is 3.5 miles till we get to the Appalachian Trail.
You guys look up ahead? That way? You see all that? Look at this, Carrie.
rocky, but we've got a great breeze. So this is my brother and my third hike together. We did this 2 years ago in March. We did our last one in November. And then my niece, Sarah, who's up in front with her friend Bree, did our hike with us in March of 2019. And so we're all back on the trail again with a new addition, which is Bree. So we're gonna have a great time. Through that section right there. It was pretty awesome. And I think we were level ground until we hit the AT. We might have one little climb left, but not too much. We've been on the trail for about 3.5 miles, and it's been mostly uphill. But right now we have this cute little tunnel that we are going through right now. We just did a crazy climb to get here, and we have about 1/10 of a mile to go before we hit our shelter, Molly's Ridge shelter. That's where we're going to break for lunch. So these guys are up ahead of us. They're doing great. Bree is blowing us away. All right, we're getting a little downhill, and you guys can hear the wind. It's a pretty good gust, but they're helping us dry off our sweat. Well, I think this might be our last big climb. There's a switchback, you can see the rest of them up ahead. I stopped to get my camera out. We're about a mile from the AT. I think we have a switchback coming up. At least they're generous. No. There's the climb. All right. We are right there. That is Molly's. No, this is Russell Field's shelter. And we just got this climb to go. And we are there. I'll show you everything once we get up there. All right. This is where Russell Field meets the AT. Tour. Yeah, as soon as I finish videotaping this shelter, I will check. So this is the inside of Russell's shelter. It's a double layer. It's got the fire pit and a place to sit and fix your food. It's got the login book right here, and let you know who's been through already. And then this is kind of cool. Shout out to Quicksilver. That was from last year, but he is on the trail now, and he's one of the hikers that I pay attention to. So this is the back of it. Nice stone shelter. A couple other hikers are here with us, but this is where we're going to break for lunch, and then we are going to go ahead and hit the AT and stay on that until we get to this is Russell's shelter. Then we're gonna hike the trail until we get to Molly's Ridge, which is just 2.5 miles from here, and then we go on to Gregory Bald the next day. We are leaving lunch and we are heading to the right towards Molly's Ridge 2.5 and Gregory Bald is 6.4, which we will head tomorrow. Oh wow. Yeah, that's really cool. I have to show you guys this tree. Look at this tree right here. Isn't that cool? So we've got some clouds coming in, but it's been pretty windy. Put on my jacket and my rain jacket to cut the wind. And I'm getting a little bit warm, but this is the trail we're on right now. We're on the Appalachian Trail, which is super exciting for me because that's where my heart is when it comes to hiking. And we've only seen 3 people, and they were at Russell Field Shelter when we stopped there for lunch. But other than that, we've been hiking solo. Haven't seen any through hikers come in the opposite direction of us. But I'm sure they're out there. My buff on, and I'm probably a little bit overdressed right now, but it was really cold at the shelter, so I wanted to get bundled up. We have about a little under 2.5 miles to get to Russell Field. No, I'm sorry, I keep on getting them mixed up. To Molly's Ridge, and then we are done for the day, and we are tenting there since we are allowed to because of the pandemic. Normally, anybody who is not a thru hiker is required to stay in the shelters, and so we are going to tent, and we want to be able to get there in time to get our tent set up before all the spaces are taken. So hopefully we will be able to do that. I think we'll probably get there between 3 and 3:30. So far the hike has been pretty easy. I think we have one decent climb to get to the shelter, and then we'll be good to go. So the gusts of winds have been pretty strong, but they're not going to pull us over or anything, but they're strong, and they make a lot of noise. But still awesome to be out here, and loving the first day. This hike is pretty cool for us because my brother and my niece live in a completely different state than I do, and so we get a chance to get out here. This is the second time. We went in 19 and now this year, and both were 5 days and 4 nights, so it gives us a chance to spend some time together, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I have 4 brothers, by the way, but this is the only one that will go on backpacking trips with me, and we have a great time. It's been awesome being able to connect like this with him, and love spending time with my niece Sarah. So this is one of the things that we always do when we go on family reunions, is do day hikes, and I try to rally up all my nieces and nephews to join me on the hike. So Now I'll have my brother on board with me. A fire in the shelter. And this is our home for tonight. This is going to end our hiking for today. Still have to get water and set up our tents and all that, but it's been a good day. We had some pretty good climbs. So I'm going to do a big shout out to Quicksilver because I bought this jacket on his impression of it and it's working out great. So thanks, Quicksilver. Okay, well, we're at the end of day 1 and I'm in my tent and it is a little bit raining but very, very windy and chilly. So I'm not exactly sure what time it is. I think it's like 7. And so, I'm going to pull my phone up and take a look real quick, or my watch. It is 7:18 and I'm in my tent and all cuddled up. And yeah, it was a good day today. I probably needed to drink a little bit more water because I think I'm a little dehydrated. So I have my bottle of water in my tent with me and I'm going to try to sip on that tonight. And yeah, had some big climbs, rolled out my feet, they were a little tender. My hip flexors are a little sore, but other than that, had a really good dinner. I had pepper steak and a lot of people are at Mahler Shelter, a lot of the thru hikers, and so there's several tents set up and there's a lot of guys that are staying in the shelter. And yeah, they were super nice and answered a lot of my questions and just were really, really friendly to be around. So I want to wish them all safe travels and hope they have a great experience. Not that they'll see this, but I'm wishing them well. So I'm going to chill out for a little bit and then go to bed. And tomorrow we have a 6-mile day. Sorry for that wobble. Wobble, wobble. We have a 6.7 mile day. Today was an 8.1. And so tomorrow we will be heading over to campsite 13, which is in Gregory's Bald, which is supposed to have an amazing sunset or sunrise. And hopefully the weather will improve for us so that we can experience that. But if not, it's still been a great time. I've got to meet Sarah's friend Bree, who's really nice. She is a ER nurse, and spent some time with my niece and my brother, and that is always good. So, sweet dreams. Thanks for watching day 1 of our Smoky Mountain hike. I'm getting ready to put day 2 together, and then we'll have 3, 4, and 5. So I hope you enjoyed it. We learned a lot on our trip of things we should do and things we shouldn't do, and have a couple different ideas about gear changes that I want to make, and everything is just going to keep on getting dialed down until March of 24 when I take my hike on the Appalachian Trail. So I hope you guys enjoyed our day 1 and I hope you look forward to seeing the rest of them. Bye.